already know what time it is. You already know who it is. This your boy Hunter J. 23. Already, let's get it. Welcome to episode 95. We are going to be chopping it up with a dope R&B artist. She goes by the name of Deja Monet. I hope you guys enjoy this conversation tonight. It's gonna get good. We're gonna get to know her, and we're just gonna vibe out. Shouts out to everybody already tapping in. Hey mom, how you doing? And yeah, we're gonna have a good time. So with that being said, welcome to the show. I'm gonna type this pin in real quick. Hey, bro, if he gets started, he gets started, I'm coming. Episode. All right, I'm trying to get my guest in here. All right, so let me get my guest in, and we're gonna get started. Oh, there she go. All right, Deja, let's get it. Episode 95, y'all, with Deja Monet. Let's talk to her.
Hello.
What's
Hi,
up?
how are you?
I am good. How are
I
you?
am great. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Most definitely, most definitely. How has your day been?
It's been great. It's been great. I'm really excited. Today, 4414 drop. So I really
Hey,
thank you guys for
and we're
yeah,
gonna
just
talk.
coming in.
Okay, we're
Definitely.
gonna and we're definitely gonna talk about that. So definitely.
Yeah.
So you know what? Let's just straight right into it. That's gonna be the first thing we talk about. 44 is 4414, right?
That's right.
All right. So talk to us about the album. Personally, before you answer that, I heard the album twice today. So much
Awesome.
so much love to you. I fuck with all the songs, so that's a huge plus. And
Yes.
so, all right, so yeah, so now talk to us about 4414. Where did the name come from? How did you come up with the album and the cover? Talk to us about the album.
Yeah, so 4414 came about. Basically, I had dropped a project about 6 or 7 months ago, and I was like, what can I do to basically do better than what I did the last time? I'm always wanting to create new music and see what I can do to top the last thing that I did.
Right.
And COVID-19 came right about when I was starting to the writing process and everything of that nature. I was like, I don't even know how I'm gonna, really create, with
Mm-hmm.
COVID-19. But my engineer was so gracious enough to allow me to continue to come to the studio and just be able to express my creativity. I work with some really great artists, and I was able to get it taken care of during the whole coronavirus and everything. So it's just been amazing. The work that was put into it, despite all of the things that was going on in the world. So
Okay.
4014 is here now. Despite
Already.
everything that has gone on, is here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now tell us a little. Now tell us who are you. Now tell us about who you had in your songs. Who all you collab with and all that stuff.
Yeah, I worked with a really dope artist by the name of Marco Rich. He is based out of Columbus, Georgia. He heard One More Time. That was the first single on the EP that I dropped probably about a month ago. He really loved the work, and he's a dope artist, a dope songwriter. So I thank him for hopping on the track. I work with Kiba, Young Goddess, and also 40 Cal. We've done a lot of records together. So just having creative minds come together was awesome. So I really appreciate them for hopping on the record as well.
Okay. Okay. Well, definitely shouts out to them.
Yes, most definitely.
All right. So in putting out this album, what was the goal behind why you wanted to put out this album? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the goal behind it was to basically, see, where can I go next? So for a lot of people that don't know, I've been recording for 2 years, and for a good year, I locked myself in the studio, and I really didn't do a lot of appearances or anything because I was really creating a sound for Deja Monet. And so when I dropped Strange Creations, I was like, okay, this is my first project. Where can I go next from here? So with this EP, I was really able to work on my writing. It forced me to work on my writing to do better than, the last. So it was really based upon what can I do better than my last? And I'm always in competition with myself to do better. And that's what I want to continue to do, is just grow. So this was all about growth and staying positive and just trying to change it up a little and stay true to who I am.
Most definitely, most
Yeah.
definitely, and I definitely agree with that wholeheartedly. Okay, so tell me, what's it been like getting the response that you've gotten? Because I'm sure you've gotten a lot of response and a lot of love and a lot of feedback. But with you being the R&B artist that you are and putting out such phenomenal music, what's been that response like from the supporters, from the people that really rock with you?
Yes, I would say the support has been awesome. It's been going since 12 o'clock at night. People just continuing to support, basically posting everything on their stories, just telling me their favorite songs. That is what I do it for. People being able to connect with music and things of that nature. I had one person say, your music is like medicine. And that's what I'm here for, to basically, create something that people can relate to, not only vibe, but you can relate. So you may be going through a situation and you can be like, let me listen to some Deja Monet today. So that's the
Right.
goal. And it's been a great response. And I thank everybody. Thank you guys. Seriously.
Okay. Now, let's talk about the cover. Let's talk about the cover work.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you and I, we talked a little bit about that. And when I tell you, I literally was blown away because here's the thing. I've seen a lot of album covers, right?
Mhm.
And all have been, at least to my standards, should I say, this have all been phenomenal and incredible. But one look at your album cover, I was like, OMG.
Yeah.
And instantly my mind thought, okay, she must have this real chill, dope vibe about her, good positive energy about her. She's real laid back, real creative, things of that nature. And so, finally when we did connect, I was like, it matched your conversation. So let us know who was the mastermind behind such great cover art?
Yes. So I reached out to a dope artist by the name of Accidental Color. I told him the vision behind the EP, where I just want to be creative and, I don't want to be placed in a box. And when I, told him that concept, he basically was like, let me listen to some of your songs. And he gathered up the songs that, I've given him. And, that's what he came up with. The colors. Colors is, it doesn't really put you in a box. It's creative. It's just something totally different. You don't get just one side of Deja Monet. You're gonna get R&B. You're gonna get hip hop. You're gonna listen to pop records. My last song, Forever, is a pop record. So don't put me in a box. And when you think of colors, you just think of different things. You know what I mean? So it's just, yeah, free. So I am free to create, and that's basically the gist of the album cover.
Okay, okay. So let me ask you this: so when it comes to your songs that you wrote and did for this project, what was one of those songs off your whole album that really for you really made you go deep in your mind and like this is gonna be surefire, the bomb track. Everybody's gonna rock with it. The whole 9 yards.
Ooh, that is a really, really great question. I rock with all the songs. I really
Okay.
do. But I will say this. The very first song that um the very first song that I knew I had to go ahead and finish the EP, it would have to be Rumination.
Okay.
At that time, and Rumination is basically a song about, I don't care anymore. Like, just like, a lot of people see me, and they think she's very, chill, nice. And I am those things, but I do get angry sometimes. And I do think to myself, and I'm like, you know, this, I want to talk about this now. And that song was like, you know what, I'm going to do me this time. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
what the naysayers are saying. I'm going to just do me. And when I wrote that song and when I heard, you know, it come through those speakers, I was like, you know what? I have to finish this EP. So Rumination was the one to start the whole EP off with Young Goddess. So it was awesome.
Okay, and definitely shouts out to Young Goddess,
Yes.
all the way from Greensboro, North Carolina. Hey, all right. So my next thing that I want to know, you know, and now I want to kind of switch gears a little bit. You mentioned with the COVID-19 situation going on, everything just kind of coming to a standstill for you. But what I want to know as an artist and individually, how have you put the energy that's been being seen out here during the pandemic into your music? How has that affected your music, if it has in any way?
Like with the whole COVID-19 thing, like how has it affected my music?
Yeah,
Um,
has it affected, or has there been songs that you've written way before 4414 that you've written and was like, okay, you know what? I know this person is going through. I know this person is going through this, or I know this person is going through that. So you know what? Let me just tap into my mind for a second and be like, okay, this is the song that I'm gonna put out and create.
yeah, it has affected the music a lot. I would say in a good way. Before, you know, I could write songs in 15, 20 minutes, but this time it really forced me to think about what I'm writing. You know, are these lyrics really making sense? So it forced me to write better. You know, I didn't have nowhere to go on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sitting in the house. I'm just, you know, deep in thought. So it definitely forced my pen. A
Mm-hmm.
lot more than it normally would have, you know, just being, you know, isolated from the world pretty much.
Okay. All right. So another thing. So talk to us about what's your process and your mindset like, when you was writing when you was writing this 4414 album, what songs was really like motivating you? What songs was really, touching to your spirit? What songs did you say, okay, like, you know, this is the mantra of the goal that I'm trying to set for myself as an artist? So yeah, like talk to us a little bit about what's your process like when you're creating an album or putting together an EP or a single. What is that? What goes through your mind on a daily basis for that,
Um,
or preparation to that?
that is a really great question. Typically, I don't ever go into a project knowing like, okay, I want to write a project.
Okay.
For instance, like this, you know, EP came about with me just writing one song, and I was like, you know what, I'm ready to actually, you know, start writing for an album. So the songs
Mm-hmm.
just come to me. You know, I have to listen to a really great melody, a really great instrumentation, and if I feel the instrumentation, if it really grabs me, and it puts me in a certain mood, like if the song is kind of hip hop and vibey, then maybe I want to, you know, rap, talk a little bit, and it'll, you
Mm-hmm.
know, just write the words out. Or if I listen to a sentimental love song, then it may, however I'm feeling in that moment, I'll just start writing. And a lot of the times I'll start thinking of situations that I've been in, or a friend talking, like a conversation that I've had with a friend or a girlfriend telling me some situations, and I'll throw that into the song, and it just makes, you know, life experiences help me create.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So another thing I would love to know from you is when it comes to being a female artist in this industry, and I say this all the time on my show, a lot of females don't get the credit that they deserve.
Mm-hmm.
But what I want to know from you as a female artist and as a Black African American woman, what is that like for you being the artist that you are, but being in a typical quote unquote male dominated arena such as hip hop? I mean, how do you feel for as a woman how you're transitioning into this industry, but for other women as well?
You know, I would say for the most part, this industry is definitely male oriented. A lot of the people that I work with are males, but for the most part, they've been genuine souls. I tend to make sure that my circle is very close and that the people that I am around, have my best interests at heart. I work very, very close with my engineer, Javon Mixted, and, we work so close together that, we just really look after each other and just make sure that decisions that are being made are, great decisions. And I also, I really don't look into it that much, female or male, because when you're in this industry, the one thing that we should be thinking about is let's create music. Let's not think of male or female, even though that is there in plain sight. Let's just create together, So I just,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, tell us a little bit. So, when it comes to advice, because I'm sure you come across a lot of artists on a
Hmm.
daily basis. I'm sure, that's the profession that we're in.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give to artists that are up and coming, that are that are pushing the envelope as well to be that next big star or to be that next top artist? Like, what are the tools and the advice that you would give to them to keep them motivated, to keep them pushing, to keep them going?
Yeah, that is a really, really great question. And, me being up and coming and still trying to push that envelope and break those barriers, the number one thing that I've noticed is you must be willing to invest. When
Right.
I first started, I was that person that, would share my music on Facebook and I'm like, hey, listen to my music, check it out.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes so much more. If you're in this, music for, and you want to be here for the long run, you have to invest in something. Because then what are you doing it for? Because if you're just wanting, your next door neighbor to hear it or your grandma or your mom, then do that. But if you want to really make it somewhere, invest and always, make sure that you're putting out quality work. Because when professionals listen to this music, they're definitely going to say, are they going to be able to fit in this in this industry? Are they going to be up there? So quality and definitely invest in yourself, most definitely.
Okay. So now I want to put the question back on you real quick.
Mhm.
Now, what has been the best piece of advice that you've gotten in life that has really inspired you to be the great Deja Monet?
Um, wow. I would say, and I know this is very cliche, but you have to believe in yourself. Don't let anyone's opinion about you affect you. We're in a very opinionated industry, but
Mm-hmm.
in order to survive in this industry, you have to have a strong mind. If you don't, anything that people will say is going to break you. I don't feel that, I have every song, the best song. I don't feel like I'm the best, and I don't ever want to feel that I'm the best. I want to stay humble. So if you tell me, hey, Days, this may not be so well, I'm gonna take it as a lesson or just a critique and just move forward. And how can I get better? So always believe in yourself and just be strong at all times.
Okay. Very, very great response. I definitely like that.
Thank
All
you.
right. So my next thing that I would love to know is, I'm sure there have been a lot of entertainers that have inspired you, but really quickly, who have been those inspiring artists that has helped shift you into more like the R&B genre?
It's funny that you bring that up because anybody that knows me knows that my go-to person is Chris Brown, honestly. And I just love that his creativity isn't just one. He creates in within so many genres of music. The hip hop, you may hear, a little bit of hip hop, you may hear pop music. I just love his work ethic. And Beyonce, I love her work ethic as well. She's just a go-getter at all times. She can't be stopped. So I definitely say Chris Brown, just him being able to tap into all different types of music and Beyonce's work ethic. Um, I can go down the list, but those are the two people that I think of right off the top of the dome. Yeah,
Okay. All
most
right.
definitely.
Okay. So next thing I want to know is my and I'm switching now. I'm switching gears again, coming out of
Mhm.
music now because I done asked you, some music stuff. So now, with this whole Black Lives Matter situation, we all have been affected
Yeah.
in some way, from a fashion, and this is something that again we're continuing to see on an everyday basis, but as a Black woman in America,
Mhm.
having the stigmatization of, oh, she's just a pretty face, blah blah blah, I can do it whatever I want, whatever the case may be. But ultimately, the whole George Floyd situation, how has that affected you? And what has that done to you as a Black woman to see, another brother like of one of our kind, just basically in cold blood get murdered? I mean, what's your response to that?
The first thing is obviously it's very sad that that's the world that we still live in. I think of George Floyd as a cousin or a brother. He could have been somebody that I knew. And, just the simple fact that we still can't live in peace, it really is heartbreaking. But I will say that the response and how a community of our Black people came together and we raised our voices together meant everything. And that means that our voices are going to be heard. Our voices were heard for us as a community to be able to, have, on Netflix, have a whole Black Lives Matter, just changing the whole game. It meant everything. So although that is still sad, we still have to keep fighting. We have to still keep using our voices, and we just have to love our people, and we have to stick strong. We have to stay strong together. So that's my whole take on that.
Okay, okay. I definitely feel it. I definitely relate to that. I definitely
Yeah.
appreciate you for speaking on that, because that's, again, like you said, you know, the fact that we're still living, in a society such as this, and everything is going, it's really heartbreaking, like you're saying. It's really sad, and so many people, like I said, and like you said, have so many mixed emotions going on. You got people that are sad, angry, upset, depressed, anxiety issues, just everything just taking over. But I definitely feel that we have, like you said, have to come together and really stick together as one.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. And so my final thing that I would love to know from you, is, when the career is done, and you hang it, as they say, you hang it up. What is the number one thing that you want the people that supported you this whole time, people that, that have now become, now coming into, knowing who you are? What has been that one goal that you want the world to take away from your career once the career is done?
Yeah. Well, I will say music is a passion of mine. So music is always going to be a part of me forever. But like, if I were to ever, just be like, you know what? I've met all my goals and everything of that nature. Um, that I stayed true to who I truly am, and I am not going to fit into any norm. I am going to, just create from a place of freedom, and that I really stuck true to who I am, which is Deja Monet. And I just want, other young girls to also feed off of that as well. Like, you do not have to, fit into what society wants us to be. You don't have to be sexualized. You don't have to, and not saying that any of those things are wrong. I'm just saying you don't have to fit in a category of people. You can be who you are and still be successful. You don't have to be the mean girl. You can be the nice girl, and you can still be great, and you can still be awesome at what you do.
Okay, and and it's so funny because I want to rewind for a second, because you mentioned, goals and things like that.
Mhm.
Now, really quickly, what are those goals that you have set for yourself?
Yes. Well, I would definitely say to see my music. I would love to see my music um go to an industry, like on an industry level. I would love to see that. I would love to work with some of the dopest producers and things of that nature. Every artist's dream is to make win a Grammy, hopefully one day. And just, be able to make this a lifestyle one day. You know what I mean? Like, this is a part of my everyday life. So that's the dreams for now.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And but by the way, let me shout everybody out that's coming in the chat. Panda, what's good? 40 Cal, what's good? B Remix, what's
Yes.
good? Key 2 Connects, what's good? Let me see. Rebecca Hogan, what's up? Les Luther, what's going on? Marcus Jackson, Mani, Javon Mix, and my mom, what's going on? So what's going on,
Yes.
everybody?
Hello.
Like I said, I hope you guys have been, enjoying this conversation. It is really, what I'm saying, this is what it's all about, you guys, is uniting and really coming together as one, and stopping all the violence and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And also shouts out to the artist 40 Cal,
Yes.
who's also in the building, who was also a part of who also was a part of 4414. Shouts out to him. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? So I definitely, you definitely have, coming from Hacho J, you definitely have a bright future ahead of you. I definitely 1000% love your energy. I love your vibe. I love your personality. You're so humble. You're so sweet and so kind and so loving. And I really can't wait to see what's next for you, because I know you have a long list of dreams that you would love to accomplish. And I can't wait to see it. I know the people can't wait to see it. And I guess my final thing is, has your career been everything that you have wanted it to be up until this point?
You know, I'm going to say yes, because where I started 2 years ago, I was afraid to, show, let people listen to my music. I was afraid. And I will say, basically locking myself in that studio and creating the sound that I have today, the Deja that you guys see now, it took a while for her to build up that confidence. And now, being able to write music and have it on platforms for people to actually listen. Yes, I'm very happy, but of course I always have room to grow. And, I see myself going so much farther. I tell everybody, this is just my beginning phase. So this is just the beginning. And if you guys are with me now, I just want you guys to be able to see the growth. And this is not it. This is just the beginning.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I definitely want to appreciate you for coming on here and chopping it up with us on episode 95. It has been an honor and a pleasure talking with you, and
Yeah.
getting to know you and meet you. Um, Disclaimer, you guys. I don't know if you guys know this, but me and Deja was talking last night, because there's a sister of mine who she's talking in the chat right now. Key Connects. Me and my sister Key Connect, y'all, we're in competition because we both booked Deja Monet. So I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Y'all over here on the Honcho J side. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this show. Okay? And Sister Key, I love you. But you probably might, hey, we gonna see how yours turn out. But like I said, Deja, like I said, once again, sweetheart, thank you for your time. Um Again, keep being positive, keep being creative, keep being the sweet, genuine soul that you are. Keep being positive, because I really, truly do feel like you're gonna be in that conversation one day where you're gonna, as they say, you're gonna be a household name. And I definitely cannot wait to see it, and just continue to see you blow up and rise as the superstar that you are. And it's gonna be a great ride. So you guys, I'm sure you guys are gonna stay tuned to her. Make sure you plug in with her. Make sure you follow her everywhere, and let the people know where they can follow you at.
Yes, you can follow me at Deja.Monet 1996. That's on Instagram. You can follow me. Well, you can add me as a friend on Facebook at Deja Monet. And then, most importantly, you can find my music on all streaming platforms. Just type in Deja Monet. That's Monet. And type in 4414. Vibe out. Listen to the EP. Tell me what you think. And that's my social media platforms and everything.
Okay. Well, with
Yeah.
that being said, there's nothing else to say. Continue to keep yourself strong, stay positive, stay blessed out there. And I definitely, most definitely, look forward to bringing you back on the show for an encore at some point, and seeing what else is going on in your world. So
Yes.
much success to you, much love to you, and stay positive. All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me again.
Most definitely. Bye.
Bye.
And so there you guys have it, episode 95 of the independent scene with your boy Honcho J23. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. It was very great. It was very powerful. It was very impactful. Thank you to you guys for tuning in and watching. It's definitely hasn't gone unnoticed, and I appreciate y'all 1,000%. I hope you guys stay tuned in next week, because I got a dope lineup next week. So until then, as I always say, stay safe, stay blessed, stay positive, stay prayed up. And as I always close out every single broadcast, I say these words: peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Once again, peace and blessings. This is your boy Honcho J23 for the Independent Scene, episode 95, and I'm out.